Hi YouTube, how are you? I hope you all guys are doing great. In this video, we are going to explore subquery. Till now, we have covered a lot of things. In the previous video, we have covered joins. So if you haven't watched the previous video, please give it a watch. And we have covered a lot of things. At least I can say we have covered the complete basics, nearly complete basics of MySQL. So if you haven't accessed the playlist, please access the playlist. You can find it in the description box or in my channel also. So let's focus on subquery. Subquery is by the name, it is clear like query inside query, or you can say query within query. We call it as subquery. Why we actually need a subquery? So first can be to break down complex queries. Next, it can be like filter data dynamically. Eh, There can be many more whys, but we don't have to focus a lot on it. Instead, we can focus on some questions. Okay, so because that's the most important part. So first of all, let's see. Let's suppose we have a question, and so you are, let's suppose, having a employee table in which the table that we are going following since the whole playlist. So we are going to have a employee table. We have employee ID, their name, we their salary. Okay. And the question is return all the employees earning above the average salary. Okay. So whatever average salary is in this table, we have to return all the employees who are earning more than average salary. So it's very simple. Let's suppose we have to return like select. Let's suppose we want to return employee name and their salary. From where? Let's suppose the table name is employee table. Okay. Where salary is greater than. Now, like till now, if you are following my videos perfectly, then I think this is simple. Like you have to show employee name and salary, and from employee table where salary is this. But currently, we don't know this average salary because here we need all the employees earning above than average salary. But this is the point because we don't know what is average salary. But how we can find the average salary? So this is which we have learned in aggregate function. So how we calculate the average salary? So it is like select average salary don't from employee table. So I think you know this because if you have watched the uh, there is a video on aggregate functions. There we have discussed like how we can find a average salary. So we have to take this salary column and we have to find the average. So this will return some average salary and whatever it will return, let's suppose it return 5,000. So this this 5,000 will be replaced here and it will be 5,000. So this whole query will return you all the employee name and their salary whose salary is more than 5,000. Okay, this is just an example. So what I want to say is now we will erase this part and also this part and we will shift this whole query because this is going to give us the average salary. So this will be here. So this will give us the average salary. Okay. So now it will show the employee name and salary from employee table where salary is greater than the average salary, because we don't know what can be the average salary. So we have to run a query. So this is what query inside a query. That's why it is called as subquery. Okay. I hope you got my point. Okay. Now let's suppose we have another question. I think this one is clear because, and the thing is, if you haven't seen aggregate function video, then definitely this will be tougher for you. If you haven't watched joins video, it will be tougher for you. So there you should follow the sequence. Okay, otherwise it sometime it will be very tough for you, and you will think that you are dumb, but you are not dumb. You are not following the um, playlist properly. So employee with highest salary. Okay, this is a very basic question. So um, so you have to find, let's suppose again this is the table which is name is employee table actually, which is having employee ID, name, salary, and you have to find the person with highest salary. Okay, cool. So one of the way it can be like, you will tell me that okay, I will sort it. Okay, you will order it by ascending, descending. Okay, I think we have already discussed it in order by video. But think of like, let's suppose you have 1 million records. Will you sort it? No, because I have told you that whenever you are having very large records, you can't sort the data because it will take lot of time. Order of n, order of 1 million, which will take lot of time. Okay, so instead we can do something else. Like the way we find average salary, we are going to also find the highest salary. So we have what we have to show. Select again. We have to show the employee name. We have to show his salary. From where we are going to showing it, we have to give the table name. In this case, I have taken employee table where salary is equals to, when we know, like if there was a question like tell me the employee with salary 9,000, so the query will be like this. But currently we don't know what is the highest salary. Okay, so how we can find it? How we can find the highest salary? So can I say that whenever we have to find highest, it means max. So what we were doing, select max of salary from employee table. As simple as that. So this part will give you a maximum salary, 5,000, 6,000, whatever it is. And then it will check, okay, from employee table, I have to select employee name and salary where salary is equals to 6,000. If the max salary is 7,000, it will be 7,000. So in this way, again, this is a query inside a query. So that's why it is a subquery. Okay. So this is how subquery works. And definitely lots of better question are only from the subqueries. Okay. Cool. Now, let's level up some questions. So I think now you should not look at my solution. Instead, you should pause the video and you should give it a try, because in the interview they are directly going to ask you questions and you have to apply your logic. Okay, instead of seeing the videos, you should try it once yours, and then you can basically resume the video and you can watch it. So next question is find employees in multiple department. Okay, so let's suppose you have to check like how many employees are there in HR and IT department. Okay, but just focus. We have two tables. If you are truly following my videos, so I take this kind of tables mostly. There are two tables. First one will be for the employee. Like suppose we call it as employee table. We will have employee ID. We will have full name, we have department ID, we have the salary. Okay, and then this next table, let's suppose it is department table, which is having department ID and department name. So the data to solve this question is not in just in one table, it's in two table. So we have to find employees in multiple department. Okay, if department name was also there in this table, then this question could be a cakewalk question. Okay, so now let's see. Let's suppose we have to return their salary and employee name. Okay, so whatever we have to return, we write it here. So employee name and salary. From where we can get employee name and salary? From the employee table only. Okay, from the employee table, and these two tables are connected now, because I have already discussed in the previous video that they are connected with a foreign key. And if you don't know about keys, you should watch the keys video. Okay, employee table, where department ID in. Now see, we have department ID. Okay, we have employee ID, full name, department ID, and salary, but we don't know department name. So what I want to say is, let me drag it a bit so that I can explain you. Actually, if you are following my videos, then you have already understood it. So let's suppose there is a department name 101, 102, 101, 102, and here the real name is there. Like 102 is for HR, 102 is for IT. If there is 103, it's for marketing, kind of thing. Okay, so if the department name was also there in this table, then what we can say, we can directly say, okay, select employee name salary from employee table where department in HR or HR and IT. And I think we have already seen this kind of queries in our previous video where we have seen in clause. But currently we don't have this information in the table. Instead, what we can say that, okay, department ID in 101 and 102, because here by looking at this table I can say that, okay, 10 is for HR, so this HR I can replace it with 101, and IT can be replaced by 102. So now what will be the query? Now what the query will become? So it will become, why it is not erasing? Okay, now what the query will become, it will become something like this: 101, 102. So if I will get this answer, I can say, okay, I have the list of employee and the salary whose a department ID is 101 and 102, because I know 101 is for HR and 102 is for IT. But if I don't know that department ID is 101 is for HR or 102 is for IT, what, where can I find it? I can find it here. So mm, can I say that if I want to find that what is the department ID of HR and IT, how can I do it? So I can write something like this: select department ID, because I need department ID from department table where department name is, or sorry, department name in, because HR and IT is a string, so we will write it like this. So this will give us the department ID. Now if you are still confused that why we need department ID, because in this table we just has department ID. Now we don't have department name, so it will give us department ID, this 101 and 102. From that, we can find the full name and salary. Okay, so this is how subquery works. So now this query will be replaced here. Okay, so let me write it again. It will be better because I have added a where there. Okay, so in select department ID from department table where department name in HR and IT. Because in input only HR and IT is given. Okay, I'm not taking magically. Okay, HR and IT. Cool, and let's close it. Okay. Okay, because this whole will give us kind of a tuple. There will be multiple department IDs. Okay, like 101, 102, that kind of thing. So that's why we need this kind of closing. So this is how we can find employees in multiple department. Maybe someone can ask you in the interview like this. But okay, this was a bit about the um, you can say subquery, but we will continue with some more questions. I think this much is clear. If you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section, and please follow all the videos. If you haven't seen the video where I shown you how to use in, then this question will be tough for you. If you haven't seen the aggregate functions, then this two questions will be tough for you. If you have watched all the videos, then I think this will be very easy for you. Okay, just you have to understand, okay, there is something called as subquery, and then you can use it. But I have seen lots of people are confused in joins and subquery. I don't know why. So let me clear it. So one by one. So joins. Let's focus on, let's suppose, the structure. So structure of joins is table combined in a single query. So we write a query to combine the table. But in subquery, it's query inside query. So if we have a query inside a query, we call it as subquery. Then the performance. So subquery is slower for larger data set. Okay, when we have larger data set, it is smaller. The it is slower, I can say. But the joins are generally faster due to optimization. Okay, then third point can be when to use. So when you need like intermediate results, you can use subquery. When you need intermediate results, okay, intermediate results, like here you can say this was an intermediate result, here you can say this was an intermediate result, this was an intermediate result, that can be used in the parent query. And when data is across multiple tables, we can say we can use joins. I know both are very different, but I don't know, lots of people are confused when in interviews if someone asks you joins and subquery, what's the difference? They get confused. So that's why it's thought let's give it a try. Okay. Um, what we can do? Let's maybe we can solve some more questions. I think we have solved find employees earning above average salary, highest salary. Okay. Let me also show you for second highest salary, because this is a very famous question. Find second highest salary, and maybe you can pause the video, and if you can solve this question, then definitely I can say that your subquery is going in a very right direction. Okay, because lots of people get confused in this question. Okay, so find second highest salary. So first of all, let's see how we can find it just through logic. Okay, so let's suppose we have a salary 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, now how can I find the max salary? So I can say that there is a query, select max of salary from table name. Let's suppose in this case our table is employee table. So this will give me maximum salary. Okay, let's suppose it gave me 50. Okay, by this query, let's suppose I got 50. Now, okay, let's suppose I got maximum salary as 50. Now my data set, where I have to look. So I have to look here. So what I will do, again I will find maximum, but in this range, only in this range, because the max of this range will give me second highest, because this is the first highest. The max of this will give me the second highest. And how to find max of this? Again, select max salary from employee table. But there is a catch, that we don't have to include 50 while we are finding again the max salary. Because if we will include this also, then we are going to get the highest salary, not the max salary. Okay. So what we can do, we can exclude it. Okay. How? Let's see. So let's suppose we have this one. Let's suppose we want to show the employee name and the, sorry, the salary, the way we are showing it from employee table, where, okay. So first of all, I want to find the maximum salary. Okay, so let's suppose I got the maximum salary. Okay, take it here. I got this maximum salary. Okay, I got the maximum salary. Okay, what now? So I I was thinking that okay, I have to find Now I have to find, again I have to find a maximum, but in this range. How I can get this range? So can I say, if I will take all the salary smaller than whatever value I will get. So let's suppose from this I got 50. So now my range will be 10 to 40. I will not include 50. So I will take all the values which are less than 50. So less than 50. So this will give us the maximum salary, 50. Then we will get a range where we will having all the salary except 50. So again here we have to find the maximum. Is it clear? So again we have to find the maximum. So select max of salary, write it here, from employee table where, okay, salary is less than this. Is it confusing? I tried to make it very clear. Okay. Uh, okay. I forgot a thing. Okay, cool. So now, see, again, I will try to explain you. So see, this will give us the maximum salary. So in this case, the maximum salary is 50. Now what I am trying to say in this part, select max salary from employee table where salary is less than 50. So less than 50 means we have to find max salary among this 10, 20, have to find it among 10, sorry, 10, 20, 30, and 40. So now our range will be 10, 20, 30. Now this part, select max salary from employee table where salary is less than this. So it will give us a max salary out of this 40. Sorry, out of this 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, which will be 40. So now wherever the salary is equals to this 40, we can say that that's our second maximum, because this will give us 40, and then the whole green box, when it will be applied, it will give us 40, because which is greater except 50, it's 40. Now salary is equals to 40, it will give us the employee name and salary, so that will be the name and salary of that second highest employee who is having the second highest salary. Okay, so I think there are multiple ways to find a second highest salary, but this is one of the way where we are using subquery. Okay, so we have seen a lot of things today. Maybe I can give you a very simple homework for it. Maybe you can solve it on your own, and maybe you can send me over the chat. So you have to solve it. Maybe I can write it as question. Count number of employees in each department. Okay, in each department. Okay, so that's basically it will be using only one table. Which table? That will be department table. So which table? This table. Okay, so you have to return like department as 101, how many employees it have, 102, how many employees it have, 103, how many, sorry, it will be using both table, because if we have to find how many employees are working, then okay, both table will be worked. So this is the two table that you have to focus, employee table and department ID. So 101, let's suppose it two employees are there, 102, two employees are there, 103, one employee is there. So you have to find it like this. Okay, maybe you can return department ID or department name will be much better. So you have to return like in HR there are two employees, in IT there are two employees, and one more, 103, it was marketing. So in marketing there are around one employee. Okay, so you have to return this, and make sure you should use something as subquery here. Okay, so this is the question. So count number of employees in each department. Okay, cool. So I think you have learned a lot of things today about subquery. Subquery is nothing, something very new, like joins to, like joins was a bit new. It's subquery is not very new, it's just logical thing. So the more you will practice, the better you will become. So just go to any Google or go to ChatGPT and just ask like say him to act like an interview and give me some questions based on subquery. And you can also mention the level, like initially you should solve easy level questions, then medium, then hard, and the way you can practice more subquery questions. And if you have any doubt, feel free to reach through the comment section. I am always available for you. So that's it in subquery. Maybe in next video we can cover normalization and something else. Or I am thinking that I should bring a video where whatever we have learned till now, we will try to solve questions based on it. Maybe it can be very long video, 1 hour or 2 hour video, where we are going to solve lots of questions related to SQL, which generally comes in an interview, so that it will be a very good refresher for you, so that you can also test how much you have understood till now. Okay, so that's all. Thank you. Meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.